Eminem verse.
That would have been better. Ricky, say something to the people.
I'll show you uniform.
Every now and then a break is needed from all these greetings and meetings. I'm thankful that I can be in, but I need a break. Cause this life can be suffocating, traveling different locations, trying to get this money made. And I believe in that I need it. These evil heathens are deceiving. My seed is in need of exceeding.
Yo, what's going on? This is Kurrent Klimate. My name is Christian Dane. Juicy, say something to the people.
Why the fuck are you laughing? What's so funny?
This is our first time being recorded. To everybody,
like shooting a TV show.
This is what it's like.
It's funny.
I like it. I like it. Juicy, say something to the people.
Hello. It's nice to be back.
Ah, nice. Shard, say something to the people. I can't look at him, man.
I'm pretty sure Ricky over there dying.
Can't breathe. Ricky, say something to the people.
A wise man once said nothing at all.
All right. What's going on, fellas? We're back.
We're back.
We're back. Oh,
We're back. Hot damn.
we're back. We're back, man. How's everybody doing? Everybody's good?
Everybody's wonderful.
Got a bigger family now?
I've actually been gone shooting a couple movies.
Shoot. Oh, how'd it go?
I can't let y'all know how those go. They might get canceled though.
That's fine.
We'll talk about it a little
We'll
later.
talk about that. Okay, it's a meeting podcast. Shard, how you been? Good. Ricky, how you been?
I've been great.
Awesome.
I've been great. How you been?
I'm doing good, man. Doing
You
good.
doing good? Man, I'm so glad to hear that.
I'm so glad. All right. Big weekend just went by. This was San Diego Comic-Con. A lot of stuff going on right now. This is stuff y'all normally don't see behind the scenes, but usually it's a lot of...
I wish the camera could see Tony.
Tony's over here eating chicken.
That was the most stereotype black move I ever seen.
He eating
in my
chicken.
life. He's just back there eating chicken fingers.
So, but this past weekend, Comic-Con, San Diego.
I thought Comic-Con was dope.
I thought it was amazing.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're good. You're good. I thought you were gonna take it somewhere though. I was like, shit, take the floor then, my nigga. Shit, you got it.
I didn't mean to cut you
Nah,
off.
but yeah, Comic-Con was this weekend. Usually this is one of the biggest weekends for trailers and information for movies and stuff like that. Huge weekend.
I want to go to Comic-Con.
We're going.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're going next year.
We need to go. We need to go.
Current Climate has a panel next year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
And you
what I was hoping.
actually, guess what? You guys get to interview me because I did 2 movies for MCU. So I'm gonna let you guys get the exclusive interview.
Wait, which 2 movies?
Which 2 movies?
Which 2?
You don't want to. Don't worry about it. I can't.
Are those on the 2020 and beyond slate that they're not releasing?
That's it.
Oh man.
That's it. Yeah.
I got it.
Just a little hint. Black Panther.
Ooh.
I'm Killmonger's son.
Oh man.
Why you think I've been in the gym so hard lately?
Oh man. Was it like in the future Black Panther? Like
Kind
20
of.
years
Yeah,
later?
he had an affair with a white woman. That's why I'm mixed. I mean, obviously,
sense.
light skin.
I
That
get
goes against
it.
everything
It
you
makes
believe
sense.
in.
Yeah, it all goes against everything. It was a lot of character development in this movie. Yeah.
Killmonger doesn't like white people.
At all. Until he found Kim Kardashian.
Okay.
Oh shit. Did you?
That's real
Did
life
you?
shit.
Did you have like some
Kanye.
Kanye was Killmonger
That's the truth.
for us at one point.
Kanye did not like white people for years until he bumped into Kim Kardashian.
And then look at that. Or Amber Rose.
She's Armenian.
She is Armenian.
She is.
I don't see her as white. She's Armenian.
Okay.
But seriously though, I did think that, like, this was the best Comic-Con to me.
The best?
It's been
the best?
the best in a couple of years to me. I think it's the best in a couple of years. That's a complete.
What's the best
exaggeration.
Comic-Con? This is a good question.
don't
Because
know.
personally, I feel like was it 08? Was it 08? Was that the year that The Dark Knight dropped?
Oh shit.
Iron Man dropped.
Yeah.
Hellboy 2 dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a big
08
year.
was a big
Was that
year.
08 was a good one.
That was a big year.
It was a couple years there where it was all good. Like 07 was a big year because 07 was Spider-Man 3. That was Fantastic Four, The Silver Surfer. That was 300.
Yeah.
There was something else that
I
dropped.
feel as though the last couple years, Comic-Con has been looked forward to just for like the MCU people.
Oh, Marvel.
I feel as though like every year we're like, oh man, we can't wait to see. And DC had it one year because we were all like
Batman
just
and
waiting for
Superman.
Batman, Superman. But usually
Batman,
it's,
Superman, and Suicide Squad
Yeah.
came out in
That,
2016.
But
that
usually-
nearly- that killed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
They killed.
but usually MCU is usually just everybody's looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So
That same year, Batman vs Superman, it was Captain America: Civil War.
Captain America: Civil War came
Because remember
out.
they panicked
Yeah.
that next week and showed Doomsday and killed the movie.
That's what they did. That's what killed that movie.
Yeah.
They showed way too much because they got scared because the first Captain America Civil War trailer is the greatest trailer of all time.
Of all time?
All time.
Better than
greatest
that
trailer.
X-Men trailer
Yes.
that you
I
love?
actually think the Man of Steel trailer.
I feel like
That Man of Steel trailer is
Man of
amazing.
Steel trailer
I still
was
get
amazing,
goosebumps.
but it was not as good as Captain
man.
America
That-
Civil War.
I think so.
Captain America Civil War, seeing Cap fight Tony at the end of that trailer
yeah.
was a bombshell. Like we knew that was gonna happen.
Superman
but we
coming
didn't
out
know
with
they
the
was
cape.
gonna be. We didn't know he was gonna team up with the Winter Soldier and jump on and like beat Iron Man down like that.
I'm gonna tell you what's the second place or good third place. Age of Ultron. With
Age
the-
of Ultron was
playing that Pinocchio
No
song.
strings on me.
Oh
that was
my
real.
God. That was really
and
good.
they didn't even do that.
That was the
Strings
best. The trailer was better than the movie.
He did
It was.
sing in that. He did sing in the movie.
He done the no strings
There
on
are
me
no
thing, but it
strings
wasn't
on
nearly
me.
as eerie as it was in the trailer.
Yeah.
In the trailer, it came on with no music, and it was just doing no strings on me.
I
There's
agree.
Pinocchio, and then it's creepy.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight. That first Dark Knight trailer.
Yeah, it was
showed
big.
at Comic-Con.
It was big.
When you got to see Heath Ledger's Joker for the
Yeah,
first time.
yeah. I completely, even though Christopher Nolan is like notorious for bad trailers.
Yeah.
His trailers really don't reveal anything.
That's a
about
good
his
thing,
movies.
though. That's like
It is
that's like
a good
Jay-Z.
thing.
And a bad thing. And a bad
It's
thing.
a good thing and a bad
And a
thing.
bad thing.
But his trailers don't show a lot.
Think about Inception. They showed everything, but they didn't show anything at all.
Yeah.
They
Interstellar didn't show
didn't show a
anything.
damn thing.
At
Dark
all.
Knight.
I didn't even know Matt Damon was in that film.
Yeah.
Yeah, me either.
But that's Matt Damon, though.
How does Matt Damon do that? He just pops up. I can think of 3 movies he's done that with. Euro Trip,
Oh, shit.
Thor,
You're
Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok,
Deadpool 2.
and was he in Deadpool?
Was he in
He was the
Deadpool too?
guy. He was the country guy that was on the when
Sweet.
Cable came out.
God.
Future.
Was that,
Yeah.
no,
He
that
was-
was Brad Pitt.
No,
Brad Pitt was Mr.
Brad Pitt
Invisible.
I didn't
Oh,
see Matt
fuck.
Damon.
Matt Damon wasn't there?
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
What
the guy.
fuck is it with Matt
Yeah.
Damon?
He was sitting on the. You remember the 2 guys that was sitting on the truck?
I think
Cable came
he
from the
likes
future.
it. It's like part
I
of
like
his
it.
brand.
Yeah, I like it.
Makes me
I
like
like
Matt
that he
Damon
pops
even
up, even though I don't really like Matt Damon.
No.
I'm not a Matt Damon guy, but
He's getting paid. But all right. So all the trailers that dropped this weekend. Let's go through some of them. Let's name them. What came out this weekend?
Aquaman was the best one.
All right. So we got Aquaman. What else?
Godzilla, King of Monsters,
Godzilla, King of Monsters,
Shazam,
Shazam,
Glass.
Glass.
Just as far as the movie trailers,
To
the
me,
Beast,
that's
the Fantastic Beast.
Fantastic
Fantastic
Beast,
Beast,
I'm gonna be honest, I never saw that trailer. I
Bumblebee.
feel bad.
Bumblebee.
Was it a new trailer for Bumblebee?
No,
Oh, it wasn't. I thought they had.
I thought that those were the biggest ones, the ones that was the biggest talk, and I think the 2 top ones, are the 2 DC ones. I think DC had a really, really big Comic-Con this year.
Yeah, because Flash dropped the trailer.
Yeah, Fantastic Beast
Arrow.
was pretty popular too, but I don't really know.
Really,
people
Warner
that-
Brothers just had a pretty good Comic-Con. I think that was
You're
Yeah, they did.
right.
general.
You're right.
But you could say a part of that was MCU not
being
Being there.
being there. But I think the Aquaman trailer was going to be big.
So okay, so let's start with that Aquaman trailer. How big do you think this movie's gonna be?
Well, I look at it like, okay, Aquaman, I look at the placement of it. It's coming out in December.
December 21st.
That's a strange.
Mary Poppins is coming out in December.
Whoa.
Mary Poppins is going to be huge.
Yeah.
So,
Does it come out
Bumblebee
before?
comes out in December.
Bumblebee comes out in December?
Yeah.
I didn't realize
So, Bumblebee, that's 2 summer movies coming out at Christmas time. Now, December's a huge movie month. And you wouldn't really think about that, but Christmas Day is like one of the biggest days, if not the biggest movie day
I
of
agree.
the year.
So I'm gonna be completely honest. Is summer even really a thing anymore?
I think
Because they release Black Panther was in February, so was Deadpool. Justice League was March.
I think my I feel as though throughout the year movies gonna be sprinkled in
Yeah.
here and there, like one week in March,
Yeah.
another big movie, one week in February. I feel as though during the summer, and Shaw would tell you, I feel as though like a movie came out damn near every weekend.
To me,
I
this is
used
one of
to
the
think
best
like
summers in a long time
Because what-
for movies.
I think the opposite.
you don't think it was?
I don't think it was.
It was more
I think it
before
was
the
great.
I think it was a lot going on because I think it had
No,
you
it
saw
was-
Solo
June
first.
was huge.
What was in June?
June was The Incredibles 2.
Solo.
June was
Solo was
came out
in
at the
June.
end of May.
Was it in June? Oh, was it in the May?
Somebody look it up.
Deadpool was in May.
Not June.
Um,
The Incredibles 2 came out in June.
Jurassic World.
Ant-Man came out in June, and Jurassic World came out
That's
in June.
huge.
That's big. Jurassic World already in like the top 15 all-time grossing movies.
That's huge.
Incredibles is huge, and Ant-Man was, it's a Marvel movie. It's one of the big
but
Marvel
before that, you
movies.
had $2 billion movies that dropped too.
Which ones?
Black Panther and
Black Panther and
then
yeah.
you had Infinity War.
Yeah.
And then Deadpool was.
And you also have Ready Player One.
Ready Player One.
But they were
was
sprinkled
supposed
in.
to be.
I mean, they were kind of sprinkled in throughout the year. I feel as though the summer's still kind of.
But it was still right there in one little stretch. Right before the summer.
Infinity War was still that end of May is still kind of. It's not technically summer, but it's still considered like a summer movie. It kicks off the summer.
Yeah.
Because X-Men movies all used to come out May 3rd. Well, that's considered a summer movie.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Iron Man.
Now Black Panther came out in February.
If you think about it, there was like 4 years in a row that Robert Downey Jr. dropped a movie with Tony Stark in May.
Yeah. Yep.
True.
I agree.
That was the first week of May.
I remember when all of the X-Men movies would come out on Memorial Day weekend. And they would do huge.
I agree. All right, so Aquaman, Shazam, 2 big DC movies.
Yeah. I think both of them were good too.
I think so
and
too.
they needed them to be good.
I like them.
I like Shazam.
I like Shazam a lot.
I think Shazam is going to work.
Yeah. His suit looks horrible.
I agree.
The suit
I think the suit does look terrible. But I like it. Like,
it looks cheesy.
it does look cheesy, but it doesn't look as bad seeing it on a bigger screen than it did on my phone. I will say that.
I agree.
It doesn't look as bad on a bigger screen, and then the more I've watched that trailer, the more I'm used to looking at it, and I'm okay with it.
I think we'll be fine with it.
Yeah, I think they're gonna make it work. Like the first Guardians of the Galaxy was a stretch because nobody outside of true comic book fans really got what was going on with the Guardians of the Galaxy. And you talking about a talking tree and a talking raccoon.
But it didn't it didn't look cheesy.
But that's what I'm saying though. It could have went either way, and they owned it. They owned a little bit of the cheesiness about it, turned it into a comedy.
They need to do that.
Sprinkled depth into it.
Yeah.
But turned it into a comedy almost to where I'm kind of making fun of myself. Like the Fast and the Furious movie is so over the top now. They know it and they own it.
Yeah.
That it's kind of over the top a little bit. And I think that's the way the Shazam suit's going to be. It's like they know it's a little over the top.
It's either going to work or it's going to fail horribly.
Yeah. But people really like the trailer.
This could be the one that either makes or breaks DC.
I agree.
This actually, Shazam is going to be it.
This year.
Do they need these to succeed?
Aquaman and Shazam.
And if they succeed, do they need to go back to making group movies?
Not yet.
Or stay with the solo?
Stay with the solo movies for now.
They need to chill on the group movies to me. To me, that's been the downfall of DC. If we go in solo movies, we can go all the way back to the original Superman with Christopher Reeves, the original Batman with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson and Tim Burton. We can go to the Dark Knight trilogy. We can go Man of Steel, Wonder Woman. DC makes good solo movies. The team movies suck.
And that's all a part of the new wave, though. Like the DCEU. That's what you're going to kind of focus on and see. That's where they failing at with those team movies.
The team
Suicide Squad, which I kind of like Justice League. I understand why you wouldn't like it.
I was entertained.
Yeah.
It was entertaining.
It wasn't a horrible movie like Batman vs Superman.
Oh.
I don't.
Batman v Superman wasn't horrible.
That's a dumpster fire.
Batman vs. Superman.
It was
and
not
taking
horrible.
it even further, the director's cut of that movie is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Isn't it like 6 hours long?
I feel like it.
Jesus Christ.
The director's cut, I mean, I hadn't seen the director's
It
cut.
improves it.
When I went back and watched Batman v Superman, it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was in the movie. I was so let down in the movies. I thought they overexposed it in the trailers. We saw a lot of the really good parts. But when I went back and watched it, Batman v Superman wasn't that bad. But I get why people hated it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just like I get why people hate The Last Jedi, even though I like it, because I can pick out content that I like and be fine with it. But I do understand why people had a problem with Batman.
There's so many plot holes.
They threw a lot of stuff in there.
It's just bad.
Didn't need Doomsday. Superman didn't really have to die right
No, there was
then.
so much.
They could have been patient.
One thing I must say, just going back to Shazam real quick, from what I've seen in the trailers, this is the first DC movie that I've seen that's actually followed the source material.
It's really following.
No other DC movie has done that yet. They they just go off left field, and I don't know why they don't learn from what Marvel's doing. Marvel doesn't really take everything, but they take a good bit of the source material and use it. They don't use it all, but they know what to take. DC needs to do that, and so far they've done it with Shazam, with Billy Batson running, with him being adopted, with him going into the train station. That's like a scene from the comic.
Yeah, it looks just like
go in there and talk to the Ancient One. All that stuff seems like it's straight from the source material, which is awesome to see DC do, because normally they haven't been doing that.
Yeah.
With Marvel not being there this weekend, What do you think is going to happen next? I mean, like, do you think that DC could catch up to Marvel a little bit?
No.
That's going to be really hard to catch up.
I think they need to stop. I think the problem is they've tried so hard to catch them. And I think that's where they made the mistakes. That's when they rushed the team movies. The Avengers came out. They wanted to rush Justice League.
Yeah.
And so they tried to put Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman and Doomsday and Lex Luthor and all of them in the same movie really, really early. And you rushed the process.
Yep.
Instead of doing. And what's so funny about it to me is that Marvel, okay, Iron Man was the first one in the MCU, came out in 2008. The first Avengers movie came out in 2012.
Yeah.
So it took 4 years. DC, the first Man of Steel came out in like 2013. Justice League came out in 2017. Still took them 4 years.
Yeah.
So either way it goes, it was going to take you 4 years to get to the team movie. So why didn't you just slow down and do solo movies and not try to do Suicide Squad?
I think
I saw the dollar sign.
I think they saw the money in the situation, and they're like, no matter what we put out, what kind of dumpster fire we're going to put out, people are going to go see it.
And the idea was that the execution just went there.
It did.
Yeah.
Justice League.
If they executed it, I mean, it would have been a good
You're
plan.
exactly right.
I
So,
agree.
like, remember when Batman vs Superman came out? It still made a lot of money.
That's what I'm saying.
It made a lot
That's
of
what
money.
everybody wanted.
It
That
was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? This gonna be it. So if they would have slam dunked that, they'd have been right in position to take everything to the next level. But
what they didn't anticipate is that if you keep putting out not so great quality, it's going to hurt the future films.
it is,
and it hurt Justice League.
It did.
Because Justice League looked just like
But that's only from
Batman v Superman.
But that's only from one failure. You only failed once. They only failed with Batman versus Superman.
Nope.
Not
That was Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Suicide Squad. too.
Suicide Squad,
But not
won.
commercial.
No, it didn't.
Commercially,
It didn't.
It didn't
Now,
fail.
it failed as far as
And yes, it did. It did win. It did win an Oscar.
It won an Oscar.
The only
and it made a
superhero
lot
movie to
of
win an
money.
Oscar.
Oh,
Makeup.
really? Who are they going up against?
Oh, they were actually going up.
Mad Max and everything like that.
They beat out Mad Max.
They beat out Mad Max. They beat out somebody else
Yeah.
really big too.
For costumes? People
Suicide-
barely wore costumes.
Bro, no. Halloween was huge. Harley Quinn, Joker. It was huge.
That right there.
Harley Quinn, Joker,
Huge.
Deadshot, or whatever his name is.
Suicide Squad was a huge movie,
Killer Croc.
even though people didn't like it. That's why it won. It won the Academy Award. It made a lot of money. It was a big movie.
Will you
But
consider that a failure?
everybody hated it.
Critical
It was
failure.
It was a
So
failure,
like,
critic failure.
if a lot of people didn't like Suicide Squad, a lot of people don't like Batman vs Superman, you have zero faith in Justice League. You like, I'm not even going to see.
So what do you
that
think
shit.
happened with Wonder Woman?
It was good.
She did amazing.
It was critical.
Wonder Woman was a solo
Yeah.
movie. Patty Jenkins, I think she should have got nominated for Academy Award for
She
Best
should have been.
Director last year, just because she performed so well under pressure.
I agree.
She had a lot of pressure.
That's a crazy
If that
pressure.
movie failed, it's over.
It would have been.
Oh, that would have been over.
It's over.
It
It
would
would
have
have
been
been over because they had made 2 flops in a row by public opinion.
Yeah.
They had made the 2 flops in a row. If Wonder Woman would have been a flop critically, it would have been terrible. But when Rotten Tomatoes came out, it was a 93, 94. The movie was great. Gal Gadot was the most attractive woman I ever seen in my life.
She's amazing. Better than Jennifer Lawrence?
Yes.
Jesus. Okay, so next year, what's coming out for DC next year? What do we got on the list?
Shot Man.
Okay.
Shazam. Nigga man.
Nigga, man.
Shazam.
Mag-Negro.
And
Shazam's the only one coming out
Magneto.
next year. Aquaman comes out in December.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Aquaman
Oh,
comes out this
Wonder
year.
Woman. Wonder Woman.
oh, it's,
Is it
it's
Why did we
Next
get
year?
we didn't get a trailer for that?
We didn't get a trailer.
And I
for
thought
that.
we were. We got pictures.
We just got
why would you
pictures.
drop a trailer though when you got 2 DC movies coming out?
I'd just go for it.
No.
Fuck it. What is
I
it?
don't
That-
understand
they
why.
haven't been
Steve-
filming it long enough to have a. That's gonna bother me.
I don't get why Steve Trevor's
There
making
it
the
is.
movie.
We're gonna get to
That's
that.
gonna bother
That's gonna be a podcast on its own.
I
is
really
he-
like. Don't get me wrong. I really liked Steve Trevor.
Yes.
I thought his character.
Hey,
was
look.
great.
Hey, look. As far as love interest,
Yeah.
I'm cool with it, man.
Yeah.
Whatever. He works, right?
Yeah.
Like that worked, but he died.
Yeah.
Sorry, spoilers. He died.
Yeah.
He died, and he really died. Like he didn't.
Yeah, he
How
died.
does he not die in that?
Sacrifice himself for the good of the movie
So
to save
what the
the day.
fuck is he even doing at Comic-Con?
Batman died in The Dark Knight Rises, and he didn't.
He didn't die.
So.
He didn't
But
die.
what I'm
His-
saying is they went out the same way.
They didn't.
The planes exploded, going off, and
You better
didn't see
never
it.
But-
compare Steve Rogers to Bruce
Steve
Wayne.
Trevor.
Don't
Trevor.
you dare
Damn,
compare
Steve
Steve
Rogers.
Trevor to Steve Rogers.
Rogers.
But Steve Trevor was a really good character. They went together good.
But-
they worked together in the battlefield.
Yeah.
They figured things out together. He just wasn't some damsel in distress character. He was a really good character, but his death scene like caused her to have a Super Saiyan moment.
Yeah.
And now that moment could kind of be cheapened if he comes back.
Like Super Saiyan moments for real. You know, they'll die. Somebody will die, and then they bring their ass right back with the wish of
Vegeta had the most epic death scene in the Majin Buu saga.
Oh yeah,
And episodes of
Freaking comes back. Yeah.
Marvel good at that too.
yeah. Marvel is good at that. All right, so next year we got
Hey, who came back?
Loki came back hella time.
yeah, Loki came back 3 times.
Loki, the god of mischief, though. He's supposed to come back.
Next year we got Shazam, Wonder Woman. Is that it for DC?
That's it.
No Suicide Squad.
Not yet. Not next year.
Does Wonder Woman come out next year?
I think it does.
Okay,
Yeah.
They shooting it right now.
Yeah.
It comes out. It comes out like in November, something towards the end of the year.
It may make $1 billion.
And what is MCU?
Oh, it could.
It may go bill.
It could.
It may go bill.
I don't know about that.
Especially no, it could. Especially
have good
if Aquaman and Shazam perform in any capacity.
Yeah.
If they perform at all,
That'd be good.
Wonder Woman's going.
I
to
tell
hit
you
$1 billion.
what, they got an ace in the hole with Wonder Woman.
They do.
Wonder Woman, you know that you screwed up if you take the 2 biggest superheroes of all time, Superman and Batman, and you diminish them down so far that Wonder Woman is the superhero in DC.
I agree.
Now the Wonder Woman
It's
movie was phenomenal.
it's kind of perfect timing too with women empowerment and,
Exactly.
and Me Too. So it's kind of falling in line with that. It's just a time for a woman to be on top. That's what it seems like. They pushing that agenda.
What do we got from Marvel next year?
Oh shit!
Avengers
Infinity
4.
Wars.
Infinity War and
Captain
Spider-Man
Marvel.
Homecoming too, don't it?
Yeah, and
the
Captain
Spider-Man Homecoming too coming. I don't want to say that because I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't. I don't know what.
It comes out next year.
I don't know if it comes out.
Captain
Does it come out
Captain Marvel's next year.
It's Captain Marvel.
comes out in March.
Captain Marvel,
Infinity War comes out.
Captain Marvel, Infinity War, and
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's it.
See, I think they overdo it.
I like.
I don't want them to. I don't think we need 3 Marvel movies a year.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we
don't.
do.
The amount of money they making,
They'll never get
spread
to
it
it.
out.
Trying to get-
But see, what I'm saying is, I think that it can cause that dreaded fatigue.
That's gonna come
That's been
eventually.
coming
But
up.
if they keep making good quality movies and they keep
Yeah,
changing
man.
it up,
It's a genre. It could be a genre now.
I get it, but the 3 to me, the three movie thing hurt Ant-Man this year.
I believe it because
I
it was
think
so
it
I
hurt
don't
it
think
with
so. I just don't
box
think Ant-Man was like.
How much money did Ant-Man do the first time around?
about 5.
And how much has he done this? How much do you think he's going to
I don't think it's going. I don't think
He's
it's
just
going to reach.
he's just not a money.
No, yeah, I think he's probably gonna do the same as he did last year.
He's not, but I do think that the flooding it with Marvel movies this year, like people got their fix after Infinity War.
Yeah.
We didn't need Ant-Man this year. I don't think. I don't think we need
think we
3
did.
a year. I'm
I think
good
we needed
with
that.
2.
I think we needed that palette.
I needed it.
I think
I was fine
I needed a
without-
happy-go-lucky.
Yeah.
Just
It ain't hurting them at the
rah,
box
rah, rah,
office.
have fun. Like, we needed
Yeah, I
that.
needed that shit.
I was fine
Especially
without
after
Ant-Man this year. I don't want the dreaded.
But you don't like
Superhero fatigue
you don't
coming
like the TV shows and nothing like. You think that's a bit.
I
too
think that's too much.
When
I
it's-
think all of it's too
when
much.
it's a genre now. It, like
It
you got
is.
horror, you got
Well, I'm just saying that because I don't want casual fans. Because see, what's pushing the genre now is because us nerds always been fans. The casual fans will get tired of it with it being flooded. Casual fan, that's how artists fall off.
Yeah.
That's how genres fall off. When you start doing too much. I think the Disney live action are coming too much. It's too many of them. It's like 3 a year.
you got to capitalize on
They
them.
capitalize.
Like Mary Poppins coming out, Winnie the Pooh coming out, Aladdin coming out, Lion King
The
coming out.
MCU's been doing this for
Boom,
so
boom.
long now.
10 years
and
now.
they still haven't gotten any fatigue yet.
They hadn't, but it's usually only 2 a year.
No, but it's been 3. It was 3 last year. Nobody got
3 last year with what? With Spider-Man Homecoming, Guardians of the Galaxy, and what else? Thor Ragnarok.
Now think about this, okay?
Yeah, you're right.
Now think about the time span from when Guardians came out to when Ant-Man came out.
Mm-hmm.
How many Marvel movies came out in that time?
Ragnarok, Black Panther, Infinity War 3.
Ant-Man.
And Ant-Man, yeah. 4.
4.
Yeah.
So how many are coming out between now and Captain Marvel, though? None.
None.
And that's in March next year?
Yeah.
We got
We'll have a
That's a
nice
huge...
we got Venom.
Right.
We still got Venom this year.
Yeah, but that's still.
And that brings me back to my this next topic, the Sony deal.
Wait, before you move on to the Sony deal, what y'all think about the Godzilla trailer?
It's good. Really
I thought
good.
it was good.
Really good.
I think it was.
I think it's the best trailer. Well, between that and Glass, I think we're the best trailers of the weekend.
I
Not
really
better than
I'll
Aquaman.
give you. I don't know, man.
Aquaman won Comic-Con.
Well, I mean,
my favorite-
everybody loves Aquaman is the special effects.
Yeah.
Everybody. I mean, I feel as though Godzilla looked better than
I think it was the
Aquaman.
best trailer.
I think the score,
it might have been.
the
I
score
disagree.
for Godzilla
I
was
think-
amazing. I got who does the score.
It's my favorite. That score, that song. That's my favorite piano piece of all time.
It's amazing.
It's the Clair de Lune by Debussy.
Oh, Demi Lovato.
This is
Okay,
old. Demi Lovato. Yeah, he probably. Yeah. No, that's a great. It's
Yeah.
great. The way that made me feel. Man, that's a good goosebumps.
The way the monsters looked in
It's-
it,
this
man.
Mothra was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They looked amazing. The special effects of that looks amazing.
Godzilla looked like a nightlight. They should make a nightlight.
A Godzilla nightlight.
I thought it looked
and when you
great,
turn
too.
and when you
Isn't
turn the
that
light
Reptar?
on, it does this.
Reptar from Rugrats.
From Rugrats.
Reptar.
All the
Reptar.
monsters look beautiful. Rodan.
Yeah, they did.
And
So,
King Ghidorah.
I like the
dragon.
Godzilla trailer. I don't
And
think
then,
it was
what's
better than
her name?
Aquaman
The girl?
trailer.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Was it?
Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
She's gonna be.
She's
about to
cool.
blow.
She's
Really
a
blow
cool
up.
kid.
Yeah,
though.
she's about to blow up. She's about to be like huge.
She's gonna be everywhere.
She's gonna be huge.
Especially if she does a real good job in Godzilla. My favorite shot from the trailer was when she was looking up and kind of smiling at Godzilla
Yes.
at the end.
I love
that. Kind of gave me chills
I love
to see that part.
It had so much emotion. It
Yeah,
was
it
like
did.
a typical trailer of like, let me just show you all the action scenes,
Yeah.
which may be the best parts of this movie.
That was a J.J. Abrams type trailer.
It really was.
That was a J.J. Abrams type
They
trailer.
did a good job. They held certain things back. They didn't show you
Show
certain
some
things.
images.
That's
All you need to see is some images.
and that's all you
Godzilla
need.
sell itself.
And that's all you need to
Yeah.
do.
It's kind of realistic in a sense. Like if monsters was flying around, the Earth is over. It's like an extinction level event, you know. And it's,
agree.
But like it's a big battle royale.
Yeah.
I relish.
Juice and I were talking about this earlier. Juice and I were talking about this. The first Godzilla, you've seen it, right?
Yes.
How'd you feel about it? Pretty good?
I liked it.
Pretty amazing?
I was
Was it good enough to warrant this movie looking as fucking great as it does?
no.
That's why I was blown away. Because
I
I was
liked
like,
the first Godzilla.
I mean, you
I
liked
liked it. It
but
was
then
good.
to
I hated
that,
the characters,
though,
but I hated the rest of the movie.
wasn't
I love the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
it wasn't a great
to take it to that
But I
trailer,
liked
it's man, that's a whole nother
From
level.
point A
That's
to point
money.
B.
That's money. They're just making money because you know these Godzilla movies and these kaiju movies that they do now are so big overseas, internationally. They may not be big here in America, but overseas they are.
That's why Pacific Rim was
Pacific
big.
Rim was huge.
Yeah.
Not specific ring.
Why you had to do that?
I said,
for us? Why you had to do that?
I had to
for
get
us? I
it.
covered it up.
I had to
I
get
covered
it.
You
it
did.
for us.
I had to
You
get
did.
it.
And
That was a
we on
specific
camera.
rim.
We on camera now. You can be doing shit like that.
God, boy, throw a nigga under the bus quick. Hey,
what
nigga.
you said.
Hey, nigga. It's
Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim. Not Pacific Rim.
Nigga, you better not slip up.
Right? We're going to be on your ass
That
now.
was a specific
We will-
rim.
we will
He
specifically
corrected
be on
himself. He corrected himself with specific rim. How you correct yourself?
I can't get mad because I was in here correcting
He
y'all
was
before the
killing me.
fucking podcast.
He was
One more.
killing me before the camera
One
was cut off.
more thing, real quick. This Sony deal. Sony, the MCU, all that stuff that's going on.
Again,
right
not Sony, it's Fox.
Fox. Well, on the bulletin board behind me, he's Sony.
He
okay?
did write Sony. So that's your fault.
I told him to write Sony. It was me that told him to write Sony.
This is your fault.
It goes back to
This
me.
all goes back to you. This all
I was
specifically comes back
By
to
the
you.
time I got to the why, I heard Juicy say, it's actually fine. Well, I've written it now, and I'm not erasing it with my finger.
It's about to go through. It's about to happen. Tomorrow is the day.
Tomorrow's the day.
I don't want them to buy.
This needs to happen.
This
I
needs to happen.
I just want them to get X-Men, and I don't want them to get Fox.
I need them to get
They
Fantastic
should
Four.
not be a superpower.
They finna have all the
finna have it all.
Infinity Stones.
I'm afraid of them.
I'm fine with that.
They are evil, like an
They're
evil
Thanos.
empire.
They're Thanos.
They're evil empire.
And I'm riding with
They
them.
delivering. I ain't got a
That's
problem
what I'm
with it.
saying. I can't wait. This needs to happen.
Are they delivering? Because they screwing Star Wars up. By public perception, even if I like The Last Jedi, but I can pick out good content and be fine with a movie.
Here's my
A lot of
here's my
people
argument
can't.
with that, though.
A lot of people, something now today in 2018 is either brilliant or it's trash.
I'm gonna tell you something though. Even though these movies aren't that greatly received, I still hear more positive stuff about these movies than I did hear about part 1, 2, and 3.
The prequels, people
Absolutely.
hate it. People hate the
When
prequels.
I say they
I
trash
like the prequels.
I inherently
Episode
love these
1,
more than the.
I only loved like the last 30 minutes of episode 1. Everything else about that movie
It's terrible.
is a dumpster fire.
I love
Jar Jar Binks.
I love
Then they go
the
under the
prequels.
sea to talk to the Gungans and fucking Aquaman and shit. Fuck out of here.
I love the
I
prequels.
love the prequels.
That's what I
like
came. That's when I
them.
first.
Well, that's what you
started-
saw first, and they get trashed.
I hate the
I mean,
prequels.
Oh, that's why you like it. That was the
That's
first
why he saw it
one you
first.
saw. all.
They get
Nah,
trashed.
that would be a
Now they ain't got nothing on the original Star Wars,
Nothing.
obviously.
Nothing.
But I had no problem with the prequels except for Attack of. I didn't love Attack of the Clones.
The only one that I
Revenge of
just
the Sith
truly
is one of the best ones.
Revenge of the Sith. Now I love Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
But it does not make up for Attack of the Clones or
No.
Phantom Menace.
No.
I like Darth Maul.
I want to say
in
part
the
1, 2, and
Phantom
3
Menace.
have their parts. Like I love there's certain parts of it that I do love, but as a whole, they're just bad.
The
acting
the
movies.
CGI hadn't aged well.
Oh,
That's
God.
got part to do with
It looks cheesy.
Yeah.
CGI.
CGI
looks
is terrible.
It looks like a computer.
That's why you don't
Okay,
go
so now
full CGI.
Considering that, out of all these Star Wars movies that's dropped, how many is this so far?
4.
Okay, no, they're all together. The
Well, you had-
prequels,
you had-
the originals, everything. All the movies.
Ground.
Yeah.
I think
And
they're
then
doing.
battle up top in space, and then Jen Erso and the captain were trying to find what they needed to find on the inside. Like it was incredible.
I love the droid.
Yeah,
The droid was great.
I love him. He's the best droid in all of them.
Yeah.
I like them. I like.
K2,
I like what
K2SO? K2SO?
K2.
K2SO. Yeah.
I like what Fox is doing with them. Besides the last movie, I like them. I like it. And
I like all of
Solo got great reviews.
Solo was a good
Which was
movie.
weird because of all the problems that movie had.
All the fucking problems.
Oh, the fucking
Have you seen it?
I have not seen it yet.
I thought Solo was a really good movie.
Everybody said it was great.
What's the kid that plays Solo?
Alden Ehrenreich.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he wasn't Harrison Ford, but he was good enough.
I agree.
The CGI, Chewie, they all kind of made the movie
Yeah.
what it was and things like that. They had a creative droid in that one
I
too,
agree.
and everything. But Solo was a good
I like
movie.
what I like what Fox is doing with it. I'm happy. So I
You
hope
mean Disney?
Disney.
Oh, wow.
Stop it. Man. See, you got on me for correcting him. He done corrected you at least 3 times.
we're cutting it
in
right
this
there.
over.
We're cutting it right there. This is Current Climate. My name is Christian Dane. Juicy, say something to the people and don't fuck up.
It feels good to be back.
Ah, it does feel good. Shaw, say something to the people. Ricky, say something to the people.
Too cool to answer to don't chain. On my Tupac shit without the nose ring. On my hoodie shit, fuck with these folks thing. If Jake can make it from Marcy, then I'm gonna hide a couple bricks under my car seat. Tell my mama I was never sorry. Tell her that they got me going 60 and a 40. Catch me, nigga. Screaming, catch me, nigga, I'm too fast. Don't test me, nigga. Came from the bottom, single mother never used food stamps. Alright, man. Product of my environment. I'm tired, man. Put the metal to my little nigga's chest. No Tony Stark, but I keep that iron, man. Breathe, nigga, breathe. The last thing he hears is the sound of a gun ring. What America don't give a fuck, just the death of another young king.
Eminem verse.
Should I?
That would have been better. Ricky, say something to the people.
I'll show you uniform.